Well, hey everyone, it's Marcus and welcome to more chatting in my jungle room. Hey, really happy because I'm speaking to an Australian band who are killing it in the game at the moment. Please welcome Heather and Jono from Cry Club. Hey Heather and Jono, how are you?
Hi,
Hello.
good.
Holy moly, as we lead ourselves into Easter weekend. Woo, we made it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Somehow we've
we
made it.
survived.
Despite all of our anxiety. Speaking of anxiety, congratulations on the brand new album. Of course, it is called High Voltage Anxiety. We're going to unpack it, find out all about it right now. So it's a great album. I've listened to it through about three times now.
Oh.
Brilliant. Are you happy with the reception so far?
Yeah, absolutely. I think with these things that are the labors of love, where you spend forever trying to make it the thing you want it to be, the idea that other people are listening to it now is like, oh my God, crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's been. I was really, really nervous about it because it's like the most fully ours that any album has been. Like, there's pretty much no oversight. We could just do like literally whatever we wanted. We're like, it's ours,
Ah.
which is good and bad.
No, it's only good. It's only good, Heather. Um,
Thank you.
Hey, I mean, look, there's lots of topics raised in a lot of these songs, but what is the main inspiration, do you feel, behind the album?
I think that it's like the oh God. um,
That.
I think it's this weird situation where it's like the modern world that we face has this kind of like weird, deeply overwhelming quality to it, which I think that like as people, it's a really difficult thing to like navigate. Which is like I always think about like musicians who are like really big musicians. Like I don't think the human brain is really built for and then you're on a stage, 10,000 people are singing your words back to you, and then you go back to your hotel room and you're supposed to be a normal person. Like, I don't think those things are compatible in the same way that, like, if you turn on the news and you go, like, okay, so there's a genocide going on there, and where the fuel prices are going to go crazy, we're heading into this energy crisis, and all this other stuff is happening, and how exactly is a human being supposed to import
Yeah.
all that information into your brain? You kind of can't.
Yeah.
And not to say that you need to disconnect from the outside world, but I think there's this conflict which is just like how like there is no reasonable way to react to our current circumstances because our current circumstances are inherently unreasonable.
Yeah. It's the like cycle of caring about everything so much that you like shut down after a bit and then you're like I can't do anything and then you kind of wake up a bit and you're like what am I doing, there's so much, I gotta get out there, and then you get out there and then it's like oh my god this is so much, and it's just a big cycle. I think especially like um I don't know. It has kept it's gotten like more extreme since writing the album even,
Mm.
which is crazy. And like I think a lot about, you know, 2005 Green Day could release something like American Idiot. And I also love 21st Century Breakdown, like that as well is I think in my mind like a almost it's like almost a concept album, but it's like real life is the concept.
Yeah.
No, I hear you. And like, I mean, look, the world is getting pretty crazy. There is still lots and lots of good stuff in the world, 100%. We just need to seek it out a little bit harder at the moment. But I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
surely there's way more to life than reacting to the crazy chaoticness of what reality is all about at the moment, surely. Um,
Yeah,
it's got,
exactly. And I that's where some of the like brighter elements of the record are kind of there as well, which is like
Yeah.
this acknowledgement of like there are songs on the record that represent that like level of anger at the world in its current state, and then the songs that represent like well the solution to that fundamentally is community
Yeah.
and to acknowledge that like the people around you and having support structures like that are the things that get you through these ridiculous circumstances.
Yeah.
And like if it was just the down tone, I don't think we would walk away particularly satisfied with the message,
Mm.
but trying to go like trying to provide a balanced approach to these things, I think
Yeah.
is like actually how you have to deal with it as people, but also how we wanted to present the song.
Yeah, and like in writing it, we get to solve part of the problem, which is like we're gonna play the songs in front of people and bring a bunch of people together and you don't want to just like when everyone's in the room, you don't want to leave everyone feeling worse.
Yes.
And so just reminding everyone like we're together, we're here, like we're all going through it. We don't have to be so far apart, I think. Yeah.
Tell me, how long has it taken to put this particular album together?
I think it's a funny one because I think realistically, I think we would have gotten through. Our last record came out in 2023, and then 2024 was kind of whirlwind zone for us, but very, very busy, but like going like, oh yeah, but we're piecing songs together and like things are coming together. And I think some of these songs may have started in 2023, and it's like a process of like when you live a life that is like, you've got your job outside of your creative interests and you're doing as much as you can and all of that sort of stuff. You write, like we have like one day a week where we get to sit down and do Cry Club stuff.
Yeah.
And with that one day a week is like, okay, everything that's Cry Club needs to happen on that one day. So if it's, okay, it's an emails day, and then, okay, then we'll write like a song and see like how that fits together. And I think once we kind of landed on like, oh, this is like the vision for the record in terms of like what it should sound like, then we were able to kind of look like right into that, but also like look back at older songs that we'd had that were just sitting in our Google Drive being like, oh yeah, that's cool, but like we don't know what to do with it. And then being able to go like, okay, let's kind of form it together.
Yeah. The earliest song, like the song that we had this, like before even the second album came out, would have been like 2022 or something.
Oh, 2020.
Or 2020.
Straight up during the lockdowns, we wrote the chorus, like Believe.
Yeah,
started then.
That's wild. So like, if you go from the earliest that one of these songs appeared, it's like 6 years now.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, just working on it. And like another, like Monster of the Week, we wrote while we filmed one of the music videos on our second album. So it's like by the time you're releasing one thing, you've already started the next, because it just, especially like with us being just DIY, it takes that long to get it together.
Totally. Which is like a big thing. Like you look at bands, like there's people like King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard who are able to just like pump records out.
Yeah.
And it's just like, God, yeah, if you had the money and didn't have to do a day job, yeah, of course.
Yeah, we could crack out an album a year, I reckon.
That
Even
makes tons
more.
of sense, actually.
Yeah.
Hey, there's some banging tracks that have been released in the lead up to the album release, of course. High Voltage Anxiety is the single, For Your Health, This Forever, Retaliate, Monster of the Week, like you've already mentioned. Is there a particular song, and you may have to answer this independently, but is there a particular song on the album that you would love the album to be known for and remembered for maybe as well?
Tricky. I think artists, we're bad decision makers for this, because I think there's this thing which is like when you put music out, it goes into the audience's hands and they decide what is important. Like there's so many artists where it's like, even like big artists that we love, where you listen to their record and you go like, the song that connected with you the most was never a single, and it was an album track. And then there are times where some album tracks end up being an artist's biggest song because they didn't know that was the one. I think for me, when I look at the record, I'm like, High Voltage Anxiety, like the actual single, I think I would feel great if that's what people knew the record for, because when we played that live for the very first time, it was like the most explosive reaction we'd gotten from a crowd. So I was like, there's like the accelerant that song was to a crowd. I found it super exciting. So if we were known by that one, I'd be cool with that.
Yeah. I think there's like I have like three different answers.
Go for
I
three.
think like message or lyrically, like consequences. I think I love that it's just like a real. I love how aggressive it is lyrically. It's probably the angriest song ever that like that we've ever written. So there's that one, and then I think despite everything as well, for like I don't know, just raw. I'm gonna cry. Like, like I really hope that that's something where people just listen to it and they're like, why are my eyes wet? And then I think just high voltage anxiety as well. That one, even we'll play it in front of strangers or people that are like, who is this? And we usually play it last, and it's crazy to see people be like, yes, who were just like trying not to exist for the rest of the set. It's really cool. So
Well, look,
that's my three.
I'm voting high voltage anxiety as well. For me, it like totally sums up the energy of what you guys are all about at the moment. You know that I'm a fan now. There's no backing out of this deal. Hey, let's go back to the beginning. How did the bands come together?
We met through like we went on a uni trip. We both went to the same uni, and there was an opportunity that came up to go to Japan, and we sat next to each other on the plane and became friends on the flight over to Japan. Then a couple of years of being friends, and I was playing bands and all that sort of stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, let's see what happens if we write a song together. And then it was just such a natural fit that was like, okay, let's do that.
Yeah. It's weird. It's like immediately we were just like, we're friends now.
Yeah.
And we just stuck with it. It's crazy. And I don't know how it happened. It's so random.
And
Like,
Cry Club, here we are.
I know.
Yeah.
It's just like, this was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
And I don't like it's even before being in a band, like it was so special being friends. Like I am a disaster, and so there would be times in uni where Jono would be like, have you eaten anything? Have you eaten anything that you haven't gotten from like a drive-through?
Have you had a vegetable lately? I say, pulling out a energy drink.
I love that.
My glass house.
Yeah, Jono would just be like, here's some food that's like real food. Like, look after yourself. And yeah, it's just always, I'm like, falling down a hill, and Jono's like, I gotcha. It's just been so nice.
Hey, with all the stuff that is going on in the world at the moment, call it good or bad, we don't need to make judgment, but with all the stuff that is going on in the world, it's constantly evolving and changing before our eyes at the rate of knots. How important do you think it is, for music in this day and age at the moment?
So important.
Yeah.
Like, more than ever, I think.
I think it's one of those things that kind of keeps you sane and grounded in a sense of like, I think there's this, I heard this quote about like, it was something, music makes you hear feelings, words makes you think thoughts, and songs make you, I wish I could remember it so it was a real clean
And songs
line.
make you.
Songs make you feel thoughts, like
Yeah.
the connective tissue there of like the weird alchemy of like words and music together do this weird like alchemical process in our brains that kind of short circuits this like emotional understanding of the world, it seems,
Yeah.
where it's like your ability to process whatever it is that you're going through with your life, music can absolutely be one of like the pillars that can help you understand the world around you and also your specific circumstances.
Yeah.
So there's always going to be these moments where like I think it's one of the things that as like artists that we can be like the most grateful for, that if we have a moment where we deeply like something we do deeply connects with someone, and then that becomes like a signpost in their life.
Yeah.
The moment where this event in their life happened, and there was this song associated with it, and we all have those ourselves. Through whatever, there was a breakup, and then you heard this song, and you're like, "Oh my god!" Like whatever it might have been, those moments can happen, and I think that, especially in tough times, I think that's like a really important thing.
Yeah, and it's like I am very bad at expressing or explaining myself, just with regular words. I think so. A lot of the time, even I don't know how I'm feeling until I realize what kind of music I'm listening to.
Yeah.
And I'll end up drifting back to certain things when I feel a certain way, maybe internally, that I haven't fully acknowledged yet. It's like, uh-oh, I'm listening to Muna again. You know, like, oh, I'm very sad. Or like, even making music, it's like way easier to explain how you feel to someone and communicate that. And I think like it's very cool that people can connect through music like way easier than before. You know, you can just put anything on like SoundCloud or Bandcamp or on YouTube and then like build a community out of it, you know, and you don't have to go through like a series of roadblocks to do it. You can just like do it. Yeah. So I think it's really powerful in that sense too. When you don't know how to say something, you can like someone else can help you explain it, or you can use music, I guess, to like if you don't have the words, at least it's like put like a little bit more distortion on the guitar.
I mean, hey, you know what, Heather and Jono, what we should do one day of the year, all around the world, there should be no talking. It should be a day just of singing your feelings. There we go. A day
a
of
musical episode
only. And you don't even have to be a good singer, but your day should involve singing only. If it's not a song lyric, you're not going to say it. Done. All right.
Everyone's a singer.
You know what? I agree too. Hey, 2020s, God, I'm such a mess. And let's be honest, we've all been there. How do you think, and like 3 albums in now, how do you think your sound has developed, matured, grown, you know, since the first album?
I think it's a weird one where like over time you become like depending on what you're looking for creatively. I think there's a version of things where there's like a pattern, especially bands that have guitar, where it's like you kind of watch guitar bands soften their edges. They try and make themselves more palatable over time, is like a weird trend. And then I think for us, we've become kind of more abrasive over time, in a weird sense of like we're becoming more. Our music is more representative of the thing we want to be over time. And not to say that we don't, you know, associate with the music that's on that first record, but it's just like we're just becoming more us as we're going through the records. And especially with the current record, we're kind of in a zone where we go like, oh, there's kind of not many people around that sound like us in our current form. And this feels like the most like us. And it's also the version of us where it's like, oh, if we did have like something that really cracked off in terms of like commercial success, it would be this record where we would want that.
Yeah.
Like if we were like pigeonholed into a sound, this is the one. You know?
Yeah. And like every album, there's been at least one moment, like our previous 2 albums, where we finished a song and we were like, are we allowed to do this? Is this allowed? Can we do this? This is really weird. Like Robert Smith. And then somehow You Still Get to Me. Like having a big 80s song that's like so like the hallmark of like 80s glam. And we were just like, is this dumb? Is this really like we're gonna get laughed off stage? And people love the weirdest things that we've done. Yeah. And so I think this time just being like, okay, we get to do it ourselves, so let's just go full weird. And we just brought in a lot more of what we were listening to. Like, oh, we can just throw everything in. Like we don't have to abide by like the templates or the like hallmarks of certain genres, and we don't even have to just stick to one genre. We've never really stuck to one thing, but I think we've just pushed the extremes further and further, and we've just been listening to a lot more, and we've always listened to like a lot of metal, especially like long drives on tour. There's always a point at like the last hour of like a 10-hour drive where it's like time for Slayer, for no reason at all, or like Judas Priest time, and just letting that all influence us a bit more.
Yeah, and I think a big thing as well is like if from the first record to now, there's this kind of thing of like the first record sounds a lot more like traditional pop music from like the angle of like synths and kind of the arrangements of the songs. But even now, while we're doing like heavier music,
it's still pop.
It's still pop. Like pop, fundamentally in my mind, is like a structural thing of like, you know, people talk about like, oh, there's like the essay format of writing, and in my mind, like pop is fundamentally like a structural thing of like, if you can hand over like the strangest song you've ever heard to someone, but if it's presented like verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, chorus.
You can do some of these.
Yeah, everyone's kind of fine with it. Like Abracadabra by Lady Gaga is one of the strangest songs you could ever imagine if you listen to like the individual parts of it. But it's presented in an order that makes sense as like a narrative, and you're like, oh yeah, cool, yeah. Perfect.
I guess it's always just been like, how weird, how far can we push it and still be like, yeah, it's pop music.
Keep on pushing. Just do it. And you know what? As long as it's coming from your heart, it's authentic. You know, people are going to resonate with it. And if they don't resonate with it, you know, cheers to them. They can go and find their own music.
Totally.
Just keep on being.
Especially, especially it being like album 3 is the kind of zone where we get to go like, oh, if you like the first record, awesome. And if you don't like the other two, that's fine.
Yeah.
And if you like this new one, but you don't like the other two, that's fine. If you like all 3, awesome. Like, the great thing about being in the point in the catalog where you can have a bunch of stuff out there is that people can identify with a particular moment of what you've done. And they might think to themselves like, oh, I wish there was more of this. And it's like, oh no, but it being a moment in time is what makes it the thing that you like.
And any massive artist, any massive world artist will actually say exactly the same thing, you know. But hey, the visual side of your music, I mean, you know, the photo shoots, the music videos, do you enjoy putting the visual element into the song as well?
Yes!
Yes!
Yes! We had like visuals sorted for like our stage show before I think we'd even played anything live. Like from our very first show, we do like glitter tears on stage, and we've done them like literally since the first show. We've only forgotten them like once or twice. And like we've just, I love it. Sorry, I like took over. My turn. We're both very like into watching music videos too. Like I would come home from school and sit in front of a TV and just watch music videos. I loved that. And the visuals is like the other part of the story. And for this album as well, we have directed and like edited the videos ourselves. So we are in, again, like full control of it. And all of the covers as well, like, have just been super collaborative, which has been nice. It's like a very important thing to us, because before you listen to the song, usually you're gonna see the art, and it's partly like with people, you know, who if they don't like the album, they don't like the album, and they're probably gonna know from looking at like God, I'm Such a Mess. If you're like, that looks kind of weird and campy, I don't like this art, you're probably not going to like the music. So it's like the layer of, if you're brave enough, you can go past this and then you can go to the next like phase of it. But yeah, the visuals are one of my favorite bits.
But I think a big part is like what connects us like to, if we all think about like our favorite artists, the songs are part of that equation, absolutely, and probably one of the biggest, most important parts. But also just like, we're going to think about all this extra stuff around the artist. There's like the context and performance, live performance. You saw a video on TikTok while you were scrolling, you saw this amazing performance, whatever it might have been. Those extra factors, I think the current version of the music industry, it seems very dismissive of. Like the idea of like, oh, we don't do music videos anymore. Like if you talk to industry people, they're like, don't waste your money on music videos. And then it's just like, well, then like even in terms of like last year's Hottest 100, Play Lunch with Keith, I think that music video did a huge part in giving people more context to that song. And if they loved that song, they probably loved the music video as well.
Yep.
And just having more to chew on, I think as an audience, is always such a great thing. And being able to hand that to people going like, if you want to understand more of what we're trying to say, the music videos are actually a great opportunity for us to communicate that information.
Yeah. I love it. And like, I'm a huge fan of bands like My Chemical Romance, and their videos have always been like storytelling devices as well. Like, it's such I don't know, I can't believe like people think it does, like it's not worth spending money on, even just for like, for us being able to understand the song ourselves. Like you have the experience of writing it, and then you have the experience of putting together the video and filming it, and it all, like, it just keeps evolving. It's so cool.
Oh, Heather, like if you're going to have a snake tattoo like you have got, that needs to be in a video. I mean, shut up, everybody, right? Come on.
Here's my snake.
Yeah, you don't get a snake like that to be hidden away.
Yeah. I got my hands tattooed and everything. Like,
oh my God.
People are going to see it.
Lovely dove. Hey, now there's a little mini New South Wales April tour happening. Please, for the love of God, tell me there's an Australian tour on the cards.
We're working on it. We're absolutely working on it. We kind of hit this spot where it's like, especially leading into the record, where we were like, there's a song on the record called For Your Health, which is about like how everything can burn you out completely. And it's just like, there was a moment where it's just like, yeah, we should probably be taking that, like, as good as it would be to like release the record and be like, and here's the tour dates. It's like, okay, no, let's take a breath. We're going to put the record out. We're going to do a bunch of stuff. And then when we put the tour together, we'll put the tour together.
Yeah, but there will be.
Absolutely will be. So we'll be in Adelaide by the end of the year. Absolutely.
Make sure. And I mean, is your music going to be on vinyl?
It is. It's on. It's available on vinyl now, and we'll have it at the shows. So
love. I will definitely be there. Hey, I've got two more questions, one for each of you. All right. Now, who wants to go first with question one?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm going first.
All right. My question for you then, Heather, is when is the last time you had a good old cry?
When?
Me checking the watch.
You're like, how long have we got?
It is.
Hey. No, okay, this is very weird, but I started taking antidepressants last year, in like July, just after my birthday, because I was crying a lot. And now it's like, I don't cry very often, which is weird because I love crying. I can't remember. I think I would say it's like a couple months ago. Oh, no, I cried watching the documentary of Schitt's Creek.
Oh.
I don't know, because I hadn't seen it before and I just finished watching it, and Catherine O'Hara like talking about it, and everyone talking about where their careers were going. Like they'd applied for jobs at like pet stores and then got this audition. Yeah, it was very emotional. It was very sweet. And then watching like Dan Levy just in tears, I'm like, no. But absolutely. Yeah, it was beautiful. I think like it was also, I related a lot to it being like, it's so up and down, and it was like a relief cry, and also like I wish there were more seasons of Schitt's Creek.
I know. And you know, seriously, in my estimation, one of the best
my AirPod might have died.
No.
Sorry.
Now, okay, so Jono, that means it's your turn with question number 2. Are you buckled up? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Because I'm going in big. All right. Don't forget, you guys chose to be number 1 or 2. So, Jono, this is the big one,
Yeah.
right?
This was my decision.
It's all right. Okay. You get to Adelaide, you're on tour. After the show, you're like, Markus, take us out to a karaoke bar. Jono, what is your go-to karaoke song?
Song. Oh, this is tricky because I know Heather's of the like everyone sings Persuasion, but singing has never been my like form of expression. I'm trying to think of what.
Jono has a lovely voice, but
baritones are useless. We're too low.
no.
Oh God, because you want something big and fun. Oh, what should I do? I don't know.
I remember the first time I've only been to karaoke once with Jono, which was like a year or 2 ago, and you were the first person to get up and sing.
Because
do you remember what you sang?
No.
Jono sang Barbie Girl.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
There we go.
And he could do both parts of it, and it was so funny and so good.
There we go.
That's your song.
I'll sharpen up Barbie Girl.
Right.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. Adelaide is not going to know what hit it by the time you get to it. Heather, Jono, Cry Club, love you guys. Massive fan of your work. I cannot wait to see you on tour very soon. Love and respect. And I can't wait to do more interviews with you because you guys are a barrel of laughs.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Whenever you like.
Yay. See you in Adelaide soon. Bye.
See you soon.